Hi, we're Rob and Kathy. Join us for our travels. Hello viewer and welcome to the channel. Today we're off for a bushwalk. We've travelled down the M1 and we're going down to Robinson Creek and Robinson Falls. The walk is near Somersby, which is a semi-rural locality on the New South Wales Central Coast and is 77 kilometres north of Sydney. Upon arrival at the end of Robinson Road, we were greeted by this very cheery fellow and a very loud helicopter. The bushwalk to Robinson Creek is part of the Great North Walk, an epic 250-kilometre trail between Sydney and Newcastle. The section to Robinson Creek is a manageable 3 kilometres return journey. The trail follows a winding path down to a tranquil shaded gully. And so off we went. And so far, so good. The path is easily manageable. The online write-up about the path says that in places it can get muddy. Here was our first obstacle. Some strategically placed branches, put there by earlier fellow travellers, helped us to navigate through the swamp. First obstacle conquered, back onto the path and into the scrub. We encountered this enormous old gum. You could live inside that. The path opened out a little, and I was able to experiment with the DJI Neo drone in follow mode. The path is quite well set out with markers, but do take note of where they are for the return journey. The path started to narrow and became a little more tricky. Over the winter we'd had some quite severe weather, and here is one of the results of that: a fallen tree. But we managed to cross without difficulty. And on we went. And now the track took a downward turn, and you really did have to watch your step. We can hear bellbirds, and we can hear water. And the path is becoming more challenging. While the path continued to descend, the difficulty level went up. Some of us were enjoying the experience less than others. We continued our rather tricky descent through a bit more mud, and it certainly wasn't easy. And then we were there. This is Robinson Creek. The website tells us that at the bottom of the track you will find Robinson Creek, where you can explore large rock platforms and admire the beautiful waterfall. And here is an idyllic picture of people doing just that. However, for us, this was not the case. Unfortunately, our path to the actual falls was quite severely blocked by these fallen trees. You can hear it, you can catch a glimpse of it in the distance, but I think this is as close as we are going to get to Robinson Falls. We sent Neo out to have a bit of a look around the creek. It wasn't particularly full because we've had quite a dry spell of late. And here you can catch a glimpse of the falls. Not running particularly well. And these are some of the rocky platforms that make quite pleasant places to sit should you venture down this far. It's certainly a very nice, quiet, tranquil place to spend some time. And then it was time to start making our way back up the slope. On the way, Kathy caught sight of the falls once more. Well spotted. The trek back was very similar to the trek there, except the other way around. We crossed the swamp, and then before we knew it, we were back in relative civilization. While the walk to the falls mightn't have been exactly what we expected, we did enjoy a very nice day out. The weather was perfect, so all in all, a good day. And here was our well-earned reward for what turned out to be a little more adventure than we were counting on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, you might hit the like button.